is up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be doing a vlog style video to just give a little deeper personal look into a conversation with me, and I'm just going to be talking about music and just a couple topics that I have down to discuss. So I figured that if you guys like this format, just let me know. We're just going to roll with it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. I wanted to give you guys a look into my personal life a little bit. The reason I haven't been making videos every single week and just kind of cranking them out all the time is because, one, I don't want to oversaturate my channel. Two, I want to kind of give the best experience to you guys and listen to your feedback and just really kind of give you what you want. And three, I straight up have had copyright issues up the ass. The Doja Cat videos, those ones are just going to be a little hard moving forward. Their publisher or whoever is in charge rails me. I had the full rules video done and I'm still kind of working on it, and it just like, I could hardly have that song in the video without my whole video getting blocked. So I couldn't even get that uploaded no matter what I did. So that one has been kind of an obstacle to get around, which is, it can be a little discouraging to say the least. So I've just kind of been reconsidering what everybody would want, what they'd like, and also I had got a new job a month ago, and so I've just been working at that. It's just my first real like working stiff 9 or 8 to 5 kind of job. It's been a lot to juggle all at once, to say the least. Personally, I've been doing work. I joined a hockey league. I've never played hockey before. I picked up this sport as an adult. I was always a football guy. I picked up hockey. That's been crazy. If you guys want to see my jersey, here it is. We got my team is Satan's Gatekeepers. We got a nice Satan hand with the hockey stick and the key. We got the number on the back here. Pretty sweet. It's been super fun playing it, and I'll show the reverse side real quick too. The reverse side right here, it's got the gatekeepers on the front, got the same on the back. Just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of, I've been juggling a lot and it's been really fun, and I really just appreciate everyone's patience and sticking with it, because I love this channel. I love working on videos for everybody. I'm always open and excited for whatever's next and whatever suggestions anybody has, whatever anybody likes. So if you kind of like this more intimate video, just let me know, and I'd love to make more. These are really fun and kind of let me get my personality out a little bit. Actually, also, I have released my own EP for a project that I started that it's called Swivel. It's like a 90s alt indie rock shoegaze combo. I do a lot of mainstream music on this channel, so if anybody would like any recommendations like that, or me reacting to videos and music like that, that's primarily what I listen to. And a lot of like punk and indie, hardcore, that kind of stuff. So I released an album. I was working on that. I did all the instruments, the production, everything, and I love how it came out. I'm really excited. I'll include a link in here for you guys to check that out. I'll probably try to play a show in like August, maybe locally. So I'm really excited about it, and maybe hopefully we can get a tour out of it. The first thing I wanted to address was the Olivia Rodrigo Paramore situation. It's pretty common for the larger, higher up type people in the music industry to pull from smaller things. For example, Disney, everybody likes to associate Olivia Rodrigo with Disney, so whatever you want to say about that. I don't personally. I'm not sitting here like, label plant. I don't really care. I think she's extremely talented, and I think she's making music that she wants to make, and I'm really excited for her career trajectory. But it is not the first time that we see large mainstream people profiting off the ideas from subcultures. The way I think of that is like Machine Gun Kelly going the pop punk route, and all of a sudden is making more money than any pop punk band has made in the past 10 years. You could look at it and say that's really frustrating, or you could look at it and say like, well, there's so many opportunities for people to get into the subculture now. Like they got exposed to it in a way that they may not have been before, and the younger generation is so open-minded, and if a lot of kids are listening to Olivia Rodrigo and then they go, oh well, what is Paramore? Everybody's mad that she sounds like them on Good For You, and then they go, oh well, I actually like this now, and then oh, maybe that will turn into, oh, I like hardcore now, or I like whatever. Like, it can go all these different ways, and I think it's such a positive way to look at it. Like, more money and attention going into punk rock and alternative music is never a bad thing. Like, you could say like gentrification is a bad thing, but I think that, artists getting exposure and people who deserve it getting exposure through, the lens of a mainstream artist is a good thing. I do have to say that Good For You is a complete rip of Misery Business. I think that Hayley Williams and Paramore, all that, I think they could sue and take all the royalties from that song. I mean, I don't think they will, because they don't care and it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying that, like, it is such a close song. And, I mean, this is coming from a musician, like, just the way they chose the phrasing, all that, it's almost as if she just took Misery Business and was like, okay, change it a little bit, or went to her sound engineers and producers and was like, I want to be that for this song. And I'm not going to say the rest of the album's like that, because of a lot of the album is like Lorde or Taylor Swift influenced. I think Taylor Swift even wrote one of the songs. But that's the thing, is like, it doesn't really matter. Who cares? If this is what's getting kids into that kind of music, then this is awesome. I do think that it's way too similar, and lots of people are going to get mad about that, or say, well, my generation was better because we had Misery Business, and your generation sucks because you have a ripoff of us. And, that's just a very boomer thing to do, and millennials do the same thing all the time. For millennials always hating on boomers, they sure do act like them all the goddamn time. And I'm just, who cares, man? Like, Paramore was great for their time. They're awesome. They're still going. And in fact, they're probably bigger than ever, considering all the people like my age who grew up with them that are like, will shell out any money to go see them now. We're not just like broke teenagers anymore. We'll go see these bands and support them. If you're getting mad about this, then you probably have a beard and one of those flat caps. And if you're not, then you're just like a bitter millennial mom or something. I think it's a low thing to think of that. Like, I think of it like sports teams. Like, when my sports teams are doing really well, or whenever anybody's sports team is doing well, you can get really mad that people are jumping on the bandwagon or like that type of thing. But the way I look at it is like, well, my team's getting more like merch sales. My team's getting more exposure. My team could get more fans. My team can get a better opportunity to build a larger franchise. And I think that that's kind of how people need to view the Rodrigo Paramore thing. Is Paramore is huge right now. Like, their shirts, they do like a limited run of shirts that sell out immediately. Hayley Williams dropped 2 solo albums that were amazing. Their latest album, The Hard Times, I believe it was, or no, the album with Hard Times on it, like, amazing. It's an incredible album. Or After Laughter, I think it's called. That's one of their best albums they've ever made, in my opinion. Olivia Rodrigo's just giving them more fans, more money, more exposure. It's amazing. So all the TikToks of everybody like getting super pissed about it is just amazing, because no one cares. Second, Gen Z gets to profit from all this because they get to see 2 good artists now. It's amazing. So I think that's where I stand on that. I think it's a pretty interesting topic, but it 100% is the same song. She just switched some stuff around. In fact, I think obviously it's like 2 sides of the story, but it's pretty easy to write the other side of the story when the first one was, when the original thing was established. So next, I was going to talk about the Billie Eilish thing and my kind of thoughts on the new video. The reason I didn't do a reaction to the new song is you could not go anywhere on social media for that whole week without seeing that song or that video everywhere. And when you kind of see a few like clips of the video, it's just kind of like, well, I have a pretty good idea of what the rest of the video is. It's like a stay at home, like dancing in your house type video. And what am I going to react to with that? You hear it all the time. I heard it, and this video was spoiled for me. All of it basically got spoiled, so I couldn't give you guys a good reaction. But I can give a good review. And I think that the song, I mean, the song is good. Like, I have no problem with the song at all. I think that the bass was really cool. But the video is what we're going to talk about. Billie is transitioning from the teenager in the full baggy clothes and all that to now being an adult and embracing her sexuality and finally letting herself be sexual, because it really seems like she made a constant effort to not be sexualized. And you know, she made the whole video about it, about like how people just want to undress her and people want to label her to one thing, and honestly she's not wrong. It's disgusting. When she was like 16 and stuff, you got these grown men like preying on her and like thirsting over her, and the thirst was too much. And then now she's legally an adult. So I think she's really been embracing it, and she's allowed to now, legally allowed to. I mean, she could always have done it, but I just mean like maybe she feels a little more comfortable embracing her femininity and that type of thing, just being a little older, a little wiser, a little able to take control of her life and the press and the media. And it seems like she's just kind of flaunting now. She was wearing the least amount of clothes we've ever seen in like any video. So the clothes thing was really interesting. Like, she posted the TikTok and she's like, oh, like my body's falling out of this like slip, this like nighttime lingerie slip, or whatever you call that. I don't really know, a nightgown, but it's not. It's like a sexy one. It's like comes up short and stuff. And I think that it's just a really interesting topic, because she went from like, I'm wearing baggy ass designer clothes, nobody knows what my body shape is, and then now she's like, here's my body shape. So I think if you're mad about that, there's no space for it. No one cares. Like, seeing her fully embrace her beauty and her body, her sexuality, you know, like, we all want to do it, we all do it, so why can't she? And I really hope that she just flaunts it, and I just hope she does whatever the hell she wants to do with it, whether it's showing her body or doing photo shoots, or just kind of like finally being like, hey everybody, I'm an adult, so stop trying to think that I'm just like a children's artist. She is for real. She's a grown, and she's doing amazing. So I think part of the reason I didn't want to react to the video was because it was her just being very, like, she in a way provocative, but not in an ignorant way. She's just being like, this is me, I'm dancing with my friends and I'm having an amazing time, and that's so cool. I think that it would have just been like, yeah, it would have been what I'm saying right now if I did a reaction video to it. And it's just kind of like, I think she's doing amazing. And you know, I don't want to sit there and be like, oh my god, she looks so hot, or she looks so sexy, or whatever, her body looks amazing, or like all the girls around her look amazing. And I just didn't want to seem like I'm like thirsting over this video. If anything, I just want them to know that I just like am so happy that she can be who she wants to be and put out the content that she wants to put out. She directed it. She wanted all of this to be this way. I think it's really cool. I think it's super admirable. It just was like, it got so spoiled for me. Like, I just felt like, how could I react to a video? Just like sit here and say, yeah, she looks great, she's doing amazing. Like, we all knew that there was something more about the video than the song, right? The song was a bad bitch anthem. Not really, but I just mean, it's so cool to see what she's doing, and I think that this is a new era, and it's a new era entirely. Like, the past is gone, and everybody needs to be excited for it. The next thing that I was gonna mention is I have a couple music recommendations. There's been some good stuff coming out. The number one thing I want to mention to you guys, there's this band called Fiddlehead. They're from Boston. They have members of bands that I love. They just released an album. It's called Between the Richness. It's on one of my favorite record labels. So if everybody could just go check that out, I think I'm going to do a review of it. And it's honestly my favorite album of the year. There's songs on there that mean so much to me lyrically. And I think if anybody's going through a hard time or just wanting to embrace the richness in their life, that they really need to check this album out. It's pure cathartic energy, and there's so much value in it. So go ahead and give that one a listen, guys, or check out the lyrics and stuff like that. So far, that's my album of the year. It's incredible. And it's not like mainstream pop like what I react to a lot of the time, but it's really good. Moving on from that, I think I'm gonna start doing a couple reviews of music and just kind of like writing up like what I think about this album, rate it, and give songs I like, songs I don't like, what I like about it, what I don't like, and give my just personal opinion, and you know, kind of break it down and give you guys a good review of music that's currently coming out. I'll probably do some classic stuff too that I think is essential. So I think that's really exciting and a cool next chapter for the channel. We'll do some reactions, we'll do some reviews, we'll do some vlogs and discussions. So if you guys want to get more connected with me, there's my socials in the description as always, and feel free to talk to me and just kind of let me know what you guys think and engage in conversation. I think this is it's just a safe place for everybody, and I want everybody to have a good time. We can talk about the music that we love. We can expose others to music that they may not have heard otherwise. And you know, as much as we can appreciate mainstream artists and people with all the millions of streams, we can also appreciate artists that have no streams and artists that have in the middle. We just appreciate music as a whole, and there's just so much good stuff going on right now. And I hope that you guys can really enjoy this kind of vlog style and me just talking and rambling. There's all that information down in the description below. So thank you guys for checking it out, and I'm so excited to see you next time. Thank you.